Broke on the peach crate where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. I had a generically made Noguchi style coffee table. I looked up the pronunciation, so don't correct me, blame Google. Noguchi. It was falling apart, and I can't show you what it looked like because I didn't record it and I forgot. Planks of spare red oak, planks of spare red oak to get the thickness we want. Here it is, actually, the one half of the old Noguchi style coffee table. And here we're taking the blocks, getting some straight edges on the planks of spare red oak that we put together. We're making marks where we're gonna use the biscuit joiner to get them in the formation required to trace the design out. I've come to really like the biscuit joiner strictly for alignment reasons. I don't really see it as a tool to offer more strength, but it helps line things up when you want it to not drift away. Glue-ups are really important and not my specialty. I got a specialty. This is one of the many points in this project that I made a boo-boo. The way that I clamped this was not ideal, causing problems down the line, but this is a learning experience for me and you. Maybe you're learning that you know more, or that you wanna work on floor more. Learning experience for me and you. In the time-lapse footage you can really see just how much the wood is bending and inflating just like a mattress in a horror film. Yeah. Fix that later. Putting some double-sided tape on the generic Noguchi so we can make a template. Throw the plywood on. Got a flush trim bit. To trace this out. I end up doubling up this template, tracing itself so I can get the proper length on the bit for the material. I meant distance away from the template to the material. So throw this on, and you might be thinking that that's too much wood for the bit, and it's gonna overpower it. And I would tell you to mind your own business. So let's fix this crooked, wobbly table. Poke the table on the floor again. Floor more. So I'm still poking the table, and I'm still acting like I didn't know it was wobbly and I couldn't edit this out. So here we are. Staring at the wobbly table. So I'm gonna cut the end off so it fits in my 13-inch planer. Planks of spare red oak. In that section of butcher block you saw, so I can throw it on there, wedge it so it stops wobbling, hot glue it in place, and then throw her in. It's a pretty roundabout way to work around not having a joiner, but it has worked okay for me and the tools that I currently have. So here you see it. Throw it in, lower it down. Planks of spare red oak. Works pretty good. So I'll take it off the butcher block, and then you could just throw it in, lower it down. And it's useful useful to have like a cheater block before and after the main slab, so you don't get planar snipe, but throw them in enough and go down just a little bit at a time. It usually works out fine. And if not, just sand it out. Sand it out. And the bandsaw there. You can see me getting it closer to that outline so that I don't overpower a bit again. So here, get the golden hour lighting, and I'm gluing back the pieces after they were jankily joined, properly played. Hot dog wood, I make hot dog wood. Biscuits in a hot dog wood, hot dog wood. Putting biscuits in the hot dog wood. So clamping this down, making sure to do it as tight as I can to make it crooked again. Just kidding, don't do that. Tracing this out on the other side that is planed, jankily joined, properly played in the bandsaw. Get it close to that traced outline. Double-sided tape again. I'm gonna take the one that has a shape, shut the shade, trace the wood, trace the wood, shut the shade. Planks of spare red oak. So I'm not, the bit isn't completely surrounded in this circumstance, so it's not working too hard. Here we're rounding the edges. Planks of spare red oak. So here I'm testing that when the pieces are flipped, they're measured in a way that it will sit flat and that they're identical measurements. And here I'm fixing a spot in the wood that was gouged out because I only have minimal material. So I'm taking a planks of spare red oak, putting it down and using the flush trim bit to dig a canal, gluing the piece down, using the bandsaw to get the edges off, sanding it down, throwing some glue on, and then sandpaper to fill in any cracks that there may be. And here I'm prepping the middle section to glue it together with a dowel rod. So now I'm putting suction cups on the contact points on the top. I use the spade bit again so the suction cup has a little recess sitting area, and I use threaded inserts so the glass can be balanced a little bit. I'm using the Walrus oil product line, and it works pretty well when using the oil, butter, and wax all together. This is the area where I fixed the gouge in the wood. Came out pretty well. I like the way the Walrus oil product is held up. The reveal footage here is a couple months after the application, but it also doesn't have much hand-to-hand contact because of the glass top, so take it with a grain of salt. This has been Peach Crate, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Be sure to consult a medical professional before answering a call.